We've got the first of 3 championship previews for this weekend. The NASCAR Truck Series finale is at Phoenix this weekend. Championship 4 time. Yes, 1 race to decide the champion. 4 drivers, whoever finishes the highest. Pretty straightforward format. It's a thing. Anyways, let's talk about who your championship 4 are. Those 4 drivers are Corey Heim, Carson Hocevar, Grant Enfinger, and Ben Rhodes. Yes. As I said, the race is at Phoenix Raceway. It's actually quite late. It's 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. West Coast Time. I'm not sure if Arizona's West Coast or Mountain Time, but Mountain Time would be, what would that be, 8 p.m., I think. But either way, a very late start. Not if you're low, or if you're out west, though. If you're out west, that's convenient. As for everyone else, very late race. Now, as for the championship drivers, we have 1 driver who has won a championship in the Truck Series before. That is Ben Rhodes. He won the 2021 Truck Series Championship. This is his 3rd championship I believe. So, yes, another championship in the sights of Ben Rhodes. I was forgetting what the phrase was there. Corey Heim, this is only his 3rd year in the Truck Series. This is his first ever championship 4. Carson Hocevar, he is making his first ever championship 4. And then Grant Enfinger, he will be making his 2nd ever championship 4 appearance in the Truck Series. Lots of different situations, lots of different seasons. I'm going to go through a lot of stats, a lot of numbers. So let's start throwing these numbers out there, all right? Get these in your brain. Realistically, these stats don't matter because, as I said, this format's weird. Everyone could wreck turn 1, and the guy with the least amount of wins, top 5s, top 10s, as long as he doesn't wreck, he's the champion. But unlike the Cup Series, this is interesting. So the Cup Series, it's very well known that ever since this elimination format got introduced, the winner of the race always wins the championship. Since this format, the elimination format, was introduced in the Truck Series in 2016, 4 times has the champion not been the winner of the season finale race. So winning the race is not a guarantee. It is not a requirement. And as the Truck Series has shown, it doesn't always have to be a win. It can be a 2nd. It can be a 3rd. It can be a 5th. Whatever it may be, you just have to beat your competitors. I mean, that's how the rules are, but it's just interesting because on the Cup side of things, usually we look at it as you have to win this race. You have to win the championship. But for the trucks, you don't necessarily have to win because we've seen 4 times before where the champion did not win the race. Now, as for the stats, leading basically every category is Corey Heim. He has 3 wins on the year, which is 2nd in this group, actually. 12 top 5s, which is the most. 19 top 10s, which is also the most. 564 laps led, that is also the most. 7 stage wins, the most. So the only category he doesn't lead there is wins, and he's only behind by 1. So Corey Heim, it's been an outstanding season for him, an outstanding season for his team, looking to send it out on top. As for everyone else, though, Carson Hocevar, he's the guy with the most wins. He has 4 wins on the season. He has 11 top 5s, which is the 2nd most, 13 top 10s, which is tied for the 2nd most, 271 laps led. That is the 2nd most out of these 4. And he has 3 stage wins, which is tied for the 2nd most. So Hocevar's had an outstanding year, got his first career win this year, and has rattled off a few, as I said. Outstanding year. He's being promoted to the Cup Series next year, so this is his last opportunity to win a Truck Series potentially, and he's in good equipment, so we'll see how he does. I mean, all of these guys are in good equipment, obviously. They made it to the championship 4. Then we got Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes is the only champion in this group. He won the 2021 championship, as I said. He has 1 win on the year, 6 top 5s, which is the least of the group, 13 top 10s, which is tied for 2nd in the group. And then he has 112 laps, which is the least amount in the group, and 1 stage win. So statistically, Rhodes is the weakest out of the 4. That's just basic information. I'm not slandering his driving or anything. The numbers are there. He has the least amount of top 5s, least amount of wins, but he does have the 2nd most top 10s. Well, tied for 2nd most top 10s. Then we go to Grant Enfinger. 3 wins, 9 top 5s, 12 top 10s, 232 laps led. So that's your championship 4. Heim, as I said, has been the most consistent. He has been the best. 21 races this season. He has 19 top 10s. 2 races the entire season. In the Truck Series, has he not finished in the top 10? The Truck Series can get wild. The Truck Series can get stupid with the late race antics. And Corey Heim only has 2 non-top 10 finishes. That's very impressive. Carson Hocevar has also had a fantastic year. Don't get me wrong. I mean, all these guys have had fantastic years. Heim stands out to me, honestly. Just that stat alone of only having 2 non-top 10s. Hocevar knows how to win. Rhodes is a champion. He's been there before. He knows how to get it done. And then as for Grant Enfinger, he has a little extra motivation behind him. GMS Racing, his team, they're shutting the doors after this weekend. This is it. This is their last chance to win in NASCAR. This is their last chance at a championship. Imagine Grant Enfinger potentially sending off GMS Racing with not just a win, but a championship. You know that would be huge for them. That's always how everyone wants to walk out. In the Cup Series side of things, Furniture Row Racing had a great opportunity to do that in 2018, fell just short. But Grant Enfinger in the Truck Series can do it himself. He can pick up his first championship. He can pick up another championship for GMS Racing, and he can send them walking into the sunset with a championship trophy. Now, as for the past Phoenix winners, I got so many tabs pulled up here on my just stats, info, all this stuff on past Phoenix winners. The most recent winner is Zane Smith. He won the championship last year, won the race and the championship. Chandler Smith won the year before, so basically Smiths. There's no Smiths in the Final Four this year, so looks like neither of them will win, or none of them will win. Seriously, though, on the past winners list, none of these guys have actually won at Phoenix before, so that number is very difficult to kind of look at there, but it's a guessing game in a sense, just because it is a one-race shootout, so I'm going to make my prediction now. It's time for the predictions. We have thrown the stats and information and data and top 10s, top 5s Wednesday have been thrown out the window. There's a figurative window right here, okay? But seriously, though, who is my championship pick? We've got Corey Heim, who's been the most consistent driver all year. Only 2 races outside the top 10, and I think he's on like a 5-race streak of top 5s. The guy's on fire. We've got Carson Hocevar, a hot prospect going to the Cup Series next year, has the most wins in the Truck Series Final Four, has an opportunity to go out swinging, hitting a home run. Then we've got Ben Rhodes looking for his 2nd Truck Series championship. No, he's not been statistically the best guy this year. It has not been their best efforts, but he's got a shot. He's done it before. Can he become a repeat champion in the NASCAR Truck Series? And then we've got Grant Enfinger. While, yes, racing for a championship just once is a great opportunity, to do it again is another great opportunity. But to have that extra added pressure, to have that extra opportunity, I want to say, of potentially sending your entire team out with the championship, that is a huge opportunity. Not a lot of people get to say that they go out with the championship. GMS Racing has that opportunity. Who's my pick? Well, I'm telling you, some of these championship predictions, they're really tough. And don't get me wrong, with this format, it's especially tough with the possibility of a blown tire ruining a championship, a late race caution ruining a championship. If you were to tell me this was over the next 5 races, it would make the pick easier. I'm not saying the pick is easy at all. I think it's very difficult. As I said, all 4 of these guys have had great years. But I'm going to go with Corey Heim. Heim has been so good this year. He's got it done multiple times in terms of winning. They know how to run up front. They have been so good this year, so consistent. I think Corey Heim gets his first Truck Series championship. And, that's my first prediction of the weekend. One year, I think I went 2 of 3. That was about the best I've done. So, last year, I did that. Last year, I think I went 1 of 3. I think I got Logano right. I picked Allgaier for Xfinity, or Barry maybe. And then Cup, I picked Logano. I think I already said that. Trucks, I might have picked Zane Smith. I might have gone 2 for 3 last year. But I've never gone 3 for 3. We're going to try that this weekend. Friday night at midnight, I'll probably know that I'm 0 for 1. But Corey Heim is my championship pick. Let me know who your championship pick is in the comments. We're going to do the same thing tomorrow for the Xfinity Series. Friday, we'll do a Cup Series preview. And yeah, we're doing all things championship weekend the entire week and weekend for NASCAR.